Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to NY Yankee Mania. How's everybody doing today? Uh, do we need to explain exactly what happened here today? Another clunger, and another clunger. Before we get into that, everyone, first of all, I want to welcome everyone to the stream. Charles, how you doing? Joseph, how are you? Jonathan, how you doing? Let's see who else is on. I know some people started from before. Katie, how are you? How's everything going? I hope everybody's doing well. I know it was not particularly a good game. And D Train, how are you? Hope everyone's well. 99, Jake, how are you? In the email, you have Bob Rizzo, John Ferrazzo, you have Anna. How you guys doing? Yeah, no, I know it's another very very tough game, but we're going to start out, everyone. Let's go to the scoreboard and let's see what's going on in other action. So right now we have top seven. The Nationals lead the Giants 6-0. The In the bottom of the sixth, the Padres lead the Red Sox 4-0. The Mariners lead the Tampa Bay Rays top six 4-3. The Diamondbacks all over the Rockies 12-3 in the top of the sixth. The LA Dodgers lead the Blue Jays again 3-1 bottom of the fifth inning. The Cubs and the Cardinals a little bit later on. Some finals. The Twins beat the Royals 5-3, final in 11. The Athletics beat the Orioles again 3-2. As we know, the Astros, of course, defeated the Yankees 7-1. The Braves defeated the Marlins 7-1. The Cincinnati and the Pirates, they had a slugfest. Cincinnati coming up on top 14-8. The Detroit Tigers beat the LA Angels 9-5. The Milwaukee Brewers came all the way back and beat the Mets. Unbelievable what's going on there. 7-6. The White Sox beat the Guardians 6-4. And the Phillies, again, toppled the double up Texas 4-2. So that is your scoreboard. Let's go into some Yankee stats, as we always do, like it or not. 39 at-bats. I'm sorry, that was for Houston. 28 at-bats for the Yankees. One run, 3 hits, 1 RBI, and 7 strikeouts. So basically we're talking about there was a no-hitter through 5, 2 innings of strikeouts, so that's 7 innings. So they give themselves 2 innings to do anything. Okay? I mean, that's a bit much. Grissom, 3 at-bats, 2 Ks. Rice, 3 at-bats. He is so unlucky, though. He hits line drives. He did get a hit. Aaron Judge, 3 at-bats. He's done absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And they're resting Stanton because of him. And as I told you, folks, he cannot hit Houston pitching. It was a miracle he got a hit yesterday. Bellinger, 4 at-bats and 1 K, nothing. Chisholm, he got off the schneid. He had a run and a hit, and he struck out once and 4 at-bats. Dominguez, 2 at-bats, nothing. Stanton, 2 at-bats, a hit, and a K. Volpe, 3 at-bats, nothing, and a K. McMahon, 2 at-bats, 1 RBI. Austin Wells, 2 at-bats and a strikeout, and that's the bulk of the Yankees hitting. The field, the pitching, I'm not sure what's up with Max Fried, but he's not pitching like Max Fried in the beginning. It's got to be the blister. Something's going on with that guy because he's leaving too many things over the plate. Too many pitches are over the plate. What is going on? Really, what is going on? Let's see. 5 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 3 Ks, and a walk. Nothing like I thought he was going to pitch. Williams came in and struck out the side, so that was a bright spot. Hedrick came in for 2 innings, struck out 4. And Tim Hill got lit up today. He's better off when he's tired. 1 inning, 4 hits, 3 runs, three earned, a walk, and I guess a hits batsman. I mean, just totally ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, guys. We do have Evan from our morning chat, our co-host in the morning, and we're going to bring him up. Hello, Evan. What's up, Evan? What's going on?
Joe, this team is really bad.
Well, how do you concur that? Let's talk about it. Go ahead. What's your take on the game?
It was just another one of those games. I mean, we're being no hit through 5 innings against some random guy with a middle 5 ERA. This team carries no momentum from the day before. All they do is just feed off what the starting pitcher does, and if the starting pitcher isn't good, they just lay down and they don't come back. But it's okay because I guess we're the best team in the league, and Aaron Boone says it's all fine. We should trust the process. We'll be all right. We'll turn it around. No, Aaron, we're not going to turn it around. We're not going to turn it around, Aaron. Nope, we're not going to turn it around because since the end of May, we are under 500. We are 20-31 since the middle of June, and in July or in August, we're 2-8. So that's not a stretch of games. That's not a slump. That's what the team is, and we are not a good team.
I listen. I can't disagree with you on a lot of the points. They played so uninspiring baseball today. I mean, Jesus. I mean, not for nothing, not to change the subject right away, but look what happened to the Mets. The Mets had a 5-0 lead.
The Mets were awful too.
What is going on? I mean, I think I closed it. It was 5-3, and when they just took the score right before we went on. And it was like, oh, my God, they really blew it again.
Yep.
Aren't you glad that the teams did great in the bullpen, in getting bullpen help? What is going on? I don't know. I don't know. Charles, let's see. Gutless, no fire on this team. And Katie, good afternoon, Katie, again, and she agrees. It's pathetic when Max Fried looks like Cam and Will Warren out there. Blisters have to be bothering him, according to Joseph. Joseph,
I agree.
To the stream.
I've said that before. I've said keep it in the back of your mind with the blisters.
Yep. Yep. Hal and Cashman have made a mockery out of the New York Yankees from Yankster. Welcome, Yankster. Welcome, Jake. OG is not true. It's rumors. Boone will be fired. The word is on the street, and there's some talk that it will be Mattingly as the new skip. Well, OG, unless you have very, very inside information, you are really the first one to come out with something like that. But unless it's concrete, I'm not even going to attempt to try to take a look. Because if I don't get it from the guys that I know, then I know nothing's happening. Cashman is a pathetic loser. 17 years. D.A. Rowe doing a pathetic job constructing a balanced team. I mean, I don't know. We can go on and on, Evan, but the bottom line to this is that they're not gelling. They're not playing well at all. I don't know. Judge looks uninspired up there. I don't know if it's bothering him. They should really consider, either whatever he's got to do to get better, they should really consider it. Why play him at this? I mean, and again, there's still hope. They're still in the wild card. They're still ahead in the wild card. It's like it's unbelievable. Could you imagine if we would have won half of these games?
Yeah, we wouldn't have
how
to worry
far
about
ahead
it.
we'd be.
I know.
I mean, really, you got to wonder. You got to, Grok, hey, Grok, Hollywood can't write. Let me see. just went up on me over here. A lot of people are right. Okay, Hollywood can't write the Yanks and Mets scripts like this season. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't know what's happening to the New York teams. I mean, they were, everything was so good. Everybody was so happy, and this and that, and this one's waking up, and this one, and then all of a sudden they both took a dump at the same time. I mean, it's like incredible. The teams take a lead and they give it right back, especially the Mets lately. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just horrible right now. What is going on? You know, I mean, yeah. I wish I had an answer. I really wish we had answers for this.
I mean, the Mets were at one point 21 games over, and now like we're almost at the same record now. It's crazy, the Mets and the Yankees.
Yeah, and the team got better. Mm-hmm. That's the sad part. The team got better, and still it was not enough. Not enough. I mean, I don't know, guy. I mean, I am totally baffled. You know, and it's true, Charles. The more they boo Altuve, the more he gets off on it, and the more home runs he's hitting. I mean,
yep.
That little guy's got over 250 homers. It's unheard of.
He's batting .278 against us.
Oh,
only against us, of course. And then Carlos Correa. I mean,
yeah, and I was the first one to say, "Oh, he's losing it, and he's doing this." Meantime, he might have had the best series out of them all. He was hitting rockets all over the place.
When he plays the Yankees, it goes back to about 6 years ago.
And they give up home runs to people that are batting like 180, 190. What is going on? And yeah, and the more you boo Altuve, the more he loves it. He lives for this. He absolutely lives for this. I can't, Evan. I can't understand what's going on. Somebody explain this. I mean, you look on that field and you're supposed to see a pretty good ball club. Did you see? You know, I know it was like it was like kind of funny, but did you see the throw from the middle of the outfield? When Bellinger went to pick it up, and it just felt that reminded me a long time ago. Todd Zeal went to throw to home on a ground ball, and it just fell off of his hand and went in back of him. But that's going to make the bloopers. That definitely is going to make some bloopers. I mean, I don't know. Well, the Minnesota Twins are coming in next. I mean, they're a shambles. Mm-hmm. Somebody's got to win, and I hope it's the New York teams. But somebody's got to win this.
We should be able to win that series, but
I mean, Houston's leaving New York feeling very, very good about themselves. Let me tell you, feeling very good about themselves, and they say that the Yankees are a shell of themselves. Yeah. You know, so you know how are we gonna deal with that? I have no idea. All I know is right now it is pathetic, and you know I'm not gonna scream. I'm not gonna. I'm just right now. I'm just shell shocked. I really thought the Yankees were gonna win today. I really did. Of course, on paper the matchups looked like. I mean, it was ridiculous. They should have won that game with ease. You know? Youngsters saying, I'm betting on Houston to win the World Series. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you might be right. Let's see. What a waste of a season, according to JT. Yeah, I know. Hey, Joan, how you doing? Let's see what you got. I'm not giving up on Dominguez. Yes, he's not great defensively, but PCA had a bad first season offensively. But look at him now. I think over time he can be an average fielder. Yeah, Joan, I don't want to give up on Dominguez. There's no question about it. I'm not giving up on him at all. And I want him on this team. But I just don't know like where do we start? What do we do? Who do we keep? Who do we trade? What are we doing? I don't know anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they look like they're not ready. They're just not ready to play the game. But
I think
why?
we need to go into a new mindset this offseason, and we need to play our younger players from the beginning of the season to the end of the season with new management, and let's see what happens. Because obviously, what we're doing right now is it's not working.
Jones said new people in the front office, top to bottom. Oh, okay, I have to. I mean, we can't defend anything right now. There's nothing to defend. They don't seem inspired. They just did what do you call? They just look uninspired and period. And I just don't understand it. How can a team like, let's say, the New York Yankees not inspired at all? I don't understand it. I mean, can somebody give us some answers here? I would really love it if because I'm baffled. I'm baffled with the Mets. I'm baffled with the Yankees. I'm baffled with a lot of things going on in baseball right now. You're never as bad. When you're bad, you're never as bad as you are. And when you're good, you're really never as good as you are. But yeah, Grog, I agree with you. Analytics has ruined the New York Yankees.
Yep.
You know, Yankees. I think it's more analytics because they depend on it so much. I never heard of a team depend. They just depend on this.
When I see the moves that they make in the bullpen, it's like it's scripted. Okay, there's one out. They're gonna go to this guy. A new innings in. Okay, they're gonna go to this guy. It feels like everything is just robotic. I don't like it.
And to make matters worse, now the relief pitcher has got to face 3 batters. Yeah. That's another thing. At least you could do one and then get out. Now you can't. You're stuck with 3 batters unless it's a third out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. I for once, I swear to God, I can't explain it anymore.
What's up, Nathan?
Hey, Nathan, how you doing? Cold Italian pizza. What's going on? Let's bring you on here. Hey, guys, don't want to be negative. We know, but we might just have to realize that this is one of those bad seasons, underperforming team. Well, it sure looks that way right now, but once you still have a beat in the playoffs, you can't give up. You can't give up. And that's the thing about this year. The other teams are like saying, okay, the Yankees lost, we'll lose. And we'll lose. And we'll lose. And we'll lose. And it just keeps going on. And they're surviving this. That's the crazy part of it. I mean, look, Toronto's hard season's coming on, and they're not exactly breaking the walls down. The Red Sox, okay, they've been playing well, and they really moved up. But they're gonna fall into something. I mean, Tampa's Tampa, and it's just and then just look at a team like the Orioles, the promising young players, but then they don't go for any pitching. Boone lost the favor of the play of all the players, sports media coaches when he humiliated the first base coach instead of going after Chaz for his obvious blunder.
Well, he did go after Jazz. I mean, it just wasn't publicly; it was behind.
Yeah, he took him down the runway there.
Yeah,
that he did do. Jake says Judge's career is a complete waste if he doesn't win. Well, I don't know about that because he will go into the Hall of Fame. We might. Jones says we may make it into playoffs, but if Fried doesn't return to form, it won't matter. I don't think it's going to matter no matter what because, maybe they'll end up. I don't know. The third wild card and play one game and get ousted, and that's the end of that. I don't know.
Guess who we would be playing right now if the playoffs started today?
Who is it?
Houston.
Houston, I figures.
Yep.
Word is no one on either side of the dugout will tolerate or respect at this point. You're right. Cold Italian pizza. Fried is nowhere the pitcher he was first half of the season. Much more contact than base runners. Yeah, and then how do you throw the ball down the middle to Altuve like that? I mean, you would figure that they'd learn sooner or later. He's gonna cream a first pitch down the middle. When is that going to change? Is it because they haven't faced him in a long time? I mean, come on. Give me a break here. What are we doing?
It's bad game planning, bad adjustments, nothing.
Well, I don't know if Yankster. I don't know if it's just Cashman that wasted. It's the whole team. It's the whole concept. Score says the Mets might actually miss the playoffs this year too.
I don't think they will. I
think they have a much better chance of getting in right now than the Yankees. The Yankees, there's just too many teams flubbing on each other. Right now, if anybody, behind us gets hot, they're going to pass the Yankees.
Yeah.
The Yankees are just being lucky because Cleveland wins a couple, then loses a couple. The Texas Rangers, they got smashed this whole weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. As crazy as it sounds, it looks like that the Yankees are going to. They might make the playoffs. They just might. It's insane. Let's see. I would okay. They've lost 11 out of 12 with a 7-game losing streak. The Mets. Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, not for nothing, but Milwaukee, my God, and then they lost Evan Williams and all of that, but and they just put another guy on the IL. I saw it quickly. I didn't know who it was, but what are they doing? I mean, what a team! And it's like, who's who in Milwaukee? How are they doing it with mirrors or what? But they hit bombs.
They have a great manager, a guy who has experience in college, and he knows how to get the best out of that team. They run the bases well. They're aggressive. They're young. They're fast, and they're a typical good team, young team.
Jones says they can have Williams back. Well, he did strike out the side today. There was no pressure.
Great job, Williams.
Yeah, good. That was good today. Judge had the opportunity last season in the World Series and stunk it up. Well,
don't just blame Judge, please.
No, I don't think anybody's just really blaming the Judge. It's just to a point that everybody's disgusted.
It's the whole team, guys.
He's just totally disgusted. That's the problem. They've all just don't know. I don't know. Was there anything decent that you saw from this game at all, Evan?
Besides Devin Williams, not much. Well, how did we get our one run again?
Was it the walk with the bases loaded or something like that? I believe.
Oh, it was a sac fly by McMahon. Oh, that was another thing. We had bases loaded, 1 out, and it was 3-1 on McMahon, and he swings, hits a pop-up. Luckily, Jazz was at third, or else it would have been another opportunity wasted. But, yeah, that was terrible. We only scored 1 run out of that.
Right. Victor says, well, I see another one. 10th straight game starting pitcher less than 6 innings. Here's some numbers for you. Fried, 4 earned runs, 3 3 of the last 4 starts, 3 straight games allowing first inning home runs.
It's the blisters.
I think it might. But if it's the blisters, then why is he pitching? Because they have nobody else, right? I mean, that's the problem.
I think he's pitching hurt. He's pitching somewhat compromised, guys.
You see a couple of times the camera has it on him, and he's rubbing his hand. He is doing that.
It's affecting him.
Yeah, it's definitely affecting him. No question about it. And to join the fray and the talk here is Swinging with the Fences, for the Fences in George. You know, with everything that's going on with the Yankees, we can't even talk anymore. George, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. How's it going?
Okay, I mean, life-wise, it's going fine. Yankee-wise, it's not going too good right now. I mean, another tough loss. I mean, we just got to first address Max Fried has not been himself these past 7 or 8 starts. Just hasn't looked good. He's had trouble with the free passes. He's got hit a little bit. Yes, where there's some questionable ball and strike calls, 100%. But at the end of the day, you got to execute your pitches. You can't be giving out that many free passes. Just a reference today, the offense was shut down. I don't know why. Ben Rice had a pretty good day at the dish. I will say that. But other than that, man, the Yankees just struggled with the bat. They struggled in the field. It was just a rough game. This one stings a little bit, Joe. There's just not much to say other than they got overmatched by a guy with almost a 6 ERA. It was just bad. It was bad, man.
Before we go back into the stream here with questions, just something to bring out. Please press the like button as you go in and out of the stream. Again, very, very appreciative, and definitely subscribe to the program. Very, very important. We have a great week coming up. Remember, we have Lindsay Berra coming up on Wednesday. We have Katerina Michio on Thursday. We may have another surprise at the end of the week, too. So there's a lot going on, but all I ask of you is definitely, please just press that like button and subscribe. And remember, we're still at 22% of you watching the whole stream, basically, and not subscribing. You're watching every day. Come on, man. You can get right in there. 1 minute, subscribe, press the like button, and go right back to what you're doing. We really appreciate it. We really would. So, George, anything in anything at all? Can you give us a positive? Anything from this game?
Yeah, Ben Rice looked good. Ben Rice looked solid at the dish. Drew a nice walk, got a single. I mean, maybe this kid for Houston, Alexander, could be something going forward. We don't know that. Maybe this is just the upbringing for him. But at the end of the day, just got to string together solid at-bats, which was a big thing. No quality at-bats, no extra base hits. Ben Rice just hit one on the screws that got caught center field on McCormick. I mean, this kid's so unlucky, Ben Rice.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he's very unlucky player. My God.
He'll get there, though. He's just got to he's got to learn just a little more experience. He'll learn how to find those gaps here or there. But it's just a good showing from Ben Rice is always good to see because going forward, he could possibly be your first baseman. He could even be your catcher next year. So just that he's having quality contact almost every at-bat. He's having good at-bats all the time. That's always promising to see if he's going to be your catcher going forward. Devin Williams, 1, 2, 3. I mean, wow, I haven't seen that from him in ages. So maybe he could carry that on. Maybe he could be a low leverage guy, but still a solid guy to have in the pen. Definitely don't throw him into any hot water. Like, don't, period. I cannot stress that enough. And Spencer Jones homered again today. It's not Yankee stuff, but Spencer Jones hit another home run. The kid's on fire. You could possibly start thinking about bringing him up. I mean, if this is how we're going to perform, if this is how the offense is going to look, it might start to be time to consider bringing up a guy like Spencer Jones.
Especially that they brought up J.C. Escara for an outfielder.
Rosario.
Yeah, right. So I mean, come on. Let's just do it. What at this point, they need a spark. They need somebody to come in here. Who knows what he's going to do? Maybe we'll have the Twin Towers with Judge and Spencer. Let's try it. Let's do something. Whatever it takes, just change what's going on here.
Youngster Rice is not a piece of trash. He's a quality hitter. He's a really good player, Ben Rice.
How can you say that when he got our first hit of the game off of Jason Alexander?
First base runner, too, at that walk.
Guys, remember, in the chat, please don't call anybody any names. You could say that whatever, but not that. They're not trash. They're human beings, just like we are. Everybody's a human being. They play a game, and we choose to watch them entertain us. So please, nobody's trash. I don't want to say this again. I don't want to put anybody on timeout. We have a lot of people in the stream. There's no reason for this. Well, we have another co-host here waiting in the wings. We have everybody. Yankees lose. Everybody comes out. Sean Browning, your take. Welcome.
Let me see the words. I'm trying to see if I can spin it positive, but no. No, it was pitiful. I mean, it was like they didn't even bother showing. They were rushing to get at with their at bats all the way up, And I mean, come on, our ace was on the mound, and our offense didn't even bother showing up to try and put some runs on the board for him.
Right.
That was just. I mean, hey, tip your cap to Jason Alexander, because I mean, you don't have to be the greatest pitcher in the world to throw a no-hitter or a perfect game or to flirt with one. I mean, just he had stuff. He was keeping us off balance. He was feeding us a lot of off-speed stuff. And, I mean, Judge nearly missed one. At first at bat, that deep fly. I think it was just a little bit off the end of the bat.
I thought he got that one.
Yeah, and sometimes the wind can be a variable.
Yeah.
And then it probably what happened with Judge. It sounded like it was gone. It looked like it was going to go, but, the wind knocks it down.
Yeah.
But, go ahead.
I agree, Joan. I believe that Ben Rice, he should have a lot better numbers. I mean, he hits into a lot of bad luck. My God. I never saw so. Yeah. Right, George? I mean, come on.
They actually have a stat it's called expected batting average. So what the player should be batting, which kind of entails how lucky a player is getting or unlucky. So if their current batting average is lower than their expected batting average, that basically means they're getting unlucky. Vice versa, they're getting lucky. So Ben Rice is currently batting .231, which we all know he shouldn't. Hit so many lineouts to dead center. His expected batting average is .282. Now, am I saying that he's a .282 hitter? 100% no. I think he's a .260 guy. But the fact that all these advanced analytics, not the ones the Yankees use, these are the good analytics, but all these people that are saying that he should be hitting this high and he's not. I mean, you just have to watch him play. You just watch a game with Ben Rice and you could just see hard hit ball after hard hit ball. Besides Stan and Judge, no one on this team hits the ball harder than Ben Rice. As a matter of fact, in the hard hit percentage, he's in the 96th percentile. The dude crushes baseballs. His barrel rate, he's in the 93rd percentile. His average exit velo, he's in the 93rd percentile. He's averaging 93 miles per hour off the bat. And these aren't just on base hits. These are on ground outs. Anytime he makes contact, the average exit velo is 93 or higher, which should just give you a sense of how hard this guy's hitting the ball, how unlucky he's getting. He doesn't chase. So that's also good. His chase rates are low. So he's just an unlucky player. I think with some time, again, he'll find gaps. He'll get there. He's in a rough stretch. But honestly, kudos to Ben Rice for not slamming his bat on the ground, throwing his helmet in the air when you're just hitting missiles at the outfielders and getting out. kudos to him for not like getting upset with all that. No one gets a part of the process, which I think is huge. Some guys would lose their mind over a stretch like this, but kudos to Ben for keeping it sane and all that, and being one of our best hitters today.
Well, I have a question about Rice. What does everybody think about that? Like I would say, 8 out of 10 times he goes for the first pitch. What do you think
Yeah.
about that? Do you like that idea? Do you like that approach or not?
I don't mind it. He gets out. He wants to attack. You know, he wants to get out there early, and if it's a strike, a pitch he can handle, I have no problem with him taking a big swing at it. With someone with the power of Ben Rice, no problem with someone taking a big swing, trying to crush it, and he does make good contact. So if he's just trying to get ahead in the count, if he's trying to sneak ahead, like if he's got a good arm on the mound, like the last 2 games where Hunter Brown and Framber Valdez. If he's got a guy like Hunter Brown, one of the best pitchers in the AL this season, and he just wants to get on base, get ahead, I have no problem with him swinging at the first pitch.
Okay. How about you, Evan?
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. He's trying to get on base. He does a good job working the count otherwise, but if he sees the first pitch and he likes it, I don't mind him being aggressive. I don't mind.
Sean, your thoughts?
I mean, I'd rather him be aggressive than be timid or too timid. But I mean, he's a young guy, so you're gonna get that little antsy, or you're gonna try and be aggressive and jump on the first pitch, or try and get ahead in the count. I don't mind it. I just think he needs to be wise, because the problem is that the Yankees are having. It's not just with Ben Rice. It's Austin Wells, it's others, and it's too many one pitch outs. And then when you got 4, 5, 6 guys, one or two pitches at outs, then it's kind of like, hey, we got to do something. But like, I mean, to Ben's point, or to George, sorry, to the point though, I don't mind it from him, because he's proven to do something, and he's gotten more productive at bats from that than he has unproductive.
Right. I agree. A couple of people in the stream and the chat, they're saying they would really love to hear from Hal right now. What is he thinking? What is he doing? And it's just very like, we weren't used to that with Mr. George, that's for sure. But
Yeah,
we are used to it with Hal. What could be going through his? Seriously, what could be going through? What do you think's going through his mind right now?
A
Like,
long bleep
what
session.
do I do? What was that?
A long bleep session.
Yeah, that's what I think. I really do. I mean, the more we're looking for change, the more it's not happening. It just stays the same every day. Every day.
I mean, we've seen Hal come out before. I remember 2021, we were at 500. He came out and spoke. He went on the Michael K show a couple years ago. He was the guy who wanted Dylan Lawson fired because Jameson Taillon threw a one-hitter against us. He didn't like that. So he does have the capability of coming out. It's just, I don't know if he thinks this team is going to make a run. Does he think this team will get better? Does he think Boone will make better decisions? I don't know, but he has to do something. It's just a bad look.
Yeah, but he also, last time he came out and was saying things, fans were booing him, wanting to run him out of town.
Well,
Yeah,
Yanks,
he's the owner.
I like what you're saying, but Theo Epstein is very happy with what he's doing, and he's not going to take a high-profile job again. And John Madden will not take that job. I guarantee you, there's no way, because he's not going to go through all the antics that Boone has to go through. Who's managing, where's it coming from, and all of that. I like your idea, but it's not going to happen.
And Joe Madden has a nice cushy job with being like a top executive with Sage, and being a liaison between the MLB and Sage, that company, whatever they do. So
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree with that. Um, I just want, all I want is um, stability. That's all I'm looking for. I just stick with what now at this point with what 45 games left. Stick with a lineup and just let it play out. Is that so difficult?
The problem is, Joe, a lot of these hitters are only like good against certain pitchers. For instance, Dominguez can't hit a lefty. Goldschmidt can't hit a righty. So it's hard to have a consistent lineup when some of your guys struggle against pitchers from the same side. It's like Dominguez is an automatic out against a lefty pitcher. Goldschmidt is an automatic out against a righty. It's hard to kind of keep this automatic lineup if you have inconsistent guys. I get what you're saying. 100% agree. But then you also factor in Judge and Stanton. Having Judge need to DH for about a week and a half more, it's hard because I think they don't really want Stanton in the outfield too much.
No.
So it's hard to keep rotating the DH spot, the platoons, and all that. So at this spot right now, it is hard to have a consistent lineup. But like, if we were a month ago we were having this conversation, I would be saying we need a consistent lineup. We need structure. And another word that the Yankees need besides stability, it's accountability. We need to hold players accountable. The only person who's held themselves accountable is Devin Williams. Every post game, he's talking about how he stinks, how he doesn't have his stuff. He does say, quote, "I stink." So he's the only guy who's accepting his mistakes. He's the only guy who's admitting to his mistakes. Everyone else, for some reason, is just shielded by Boone. Boone just takes care of them all. Boone's going to answer questions directed at them the whole time, which I don't get. You're a major league player. You need to have some accountability. Baseball is a game of failure. You have to be okay when you stumble, but you have to own it. That's what this team needs to do. You need to own your mistakes. You have to realize your mistakes, and you have to be working to not make them again. Too many of the little things happen. Most recent thing that just popped into my mind: Duvall not throwing the ball into second correctly, making that error, that blunder, which was a big error yesterday. I mean, he's got to own up to that a little bit. Yes, did they win? Of course they won that game, but Duvall's got to own that a little bit. And it just keeps going on and on. The only person who said something too about like the energy is Ben Rice. Ben Rice said we need a sense of urgency. That's the only guy saying stuff. So when you have these vets like Stanton, Judge, Bellinger, all these guys, like if your only player that's saying something is Ben Rice, that's an issue. That shows me that there might be something going on in this clubhouse. Boone is not instilling a mentality. He's not instilling this kind of mindset, this mentality that they need to have. The guy who would, Jorge Posada would get in a player's face. That stupid thing Jazz did in Miami on first base, Posada wouldn't let that slide. In fact, 70% of managers and managerial candidates wouldn't let that slide. That's baseball. The fact that Boone was yelling at the first base coach and not Jazz himself, no idea why. I can't. It's just no accountability, which is what you need. Why are the Yankees losing? You could put a lot of it on the bullpen because that's been rough. But in terms of why they're losing at a core, no one has any accountability. When Volpe was making his errors, no accountability. Boone defended him, threw a safety blanket over him, which is ridiculous. When he was costing us games with the glove, you need to instill that mentality. The skipper, it starts at the skipper. Judge is the captain, but Boone is still a step ahead because he's the skipper. He's the manager. He calls the shots. He makes the lineup, sadly, and the bullpen ideas. So it all starts with him, and you need accountability.
Absolutely. Well said, George. Well said. I want to give everybody a scoreboard update. So we're in the bottom of the seventh. The Padres lead the Red Sox 5-2 and have a threat going in the bottom of the seventh. The Mariners are up 5-3 on the Rays. The Rays have a threat going in the top of the eighth. The Diamondbacks all over the Rockies, 13-6, bottom seven. And now the Dodgers lead the Blue Jays 3-2, bottom seven, with the Dodgers having just a man on first and one out. So that is the update right now, Yankee-wise. So we'll definitely keep eyes on that, and how things are going there. So let's get back a little bit to some points. My point about consistency is with leadoff cleanup. I don't know who, but Stanton and Judge need to be in it. He's the manager. Do your job. Okay, so obviously Victor, he wants no matter under any circumstances, Stanton and Judge should be playing right now. Every game, every year, whatever they can. So that's one. Let's see what we got here. Bronx Bomber. Yankees have third highest payroll and sit 12th overall in baseball. There is definitely a management issue in New York. Well, some of it was injuries, and I'm not going to defend it. Don't get me wrong. Don't cream me on this. There are injuries, but there was some, things they just don't take care of. Look how long it took them to get a third baseman. Then again, it was Oswaldo Cabrera. When he went down, the Yankees started fizzling, and it was incredible. I mean, how do you manage that? How do you somebody explain some of this to me, because I'm baffled.
Well, Oswaldo Cabrera had an unquantifiable element to the game, and that is he's the heart of the Yankees team. I mean, the heart of the Yankees clubhouse. The heart and soul. He goes down, the whole team just their morale, everything kind of just shifts. And but then also the other thing too is, we had injuries to 3/5 of our starting rotation, our original starting rotation. Out of spring training, we were already patching it together.
Yep.
Cole went down. Hill went down. Schmidt was on the IL for back pain. And then so then it was Fried and Rodon, and then Carrasco,
Stroman
and Warren. And Warren's been fine. But the problem is Stroman and Carrasco were both washed up. And Fried and Rodon were doing everything to carry us. And that stuff adds up. And then okay, you had different injuries go down, but also the thing too is the team just does not rely on fundamentals day in and day out. And the problem is, and in a marathon, every mile counts. It's not how fast you start or how much you can close a finishing game. Every mile counts.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. I agree with you. It's just, and don't forget about Cruz. I don't know if you mentioned that in your talk.
Yeah, no, okay. Well, Cruz and Leiter were the linchpins in our bullpen, handling stuff, but in between us getting to Weaver and Williams and the starters. But both of them go down. Cruz went down twice. And then Leiter fractured his fibula and still pitched, which just blew my mind. And people still want to dog him, but those guys were good. But those guys go down, and then now you got a mess, because Williams isn't pitching to the back of his card. Weaver hasn't been the same since that hamstring injury. And then we add in Duvall, we add in Bednar, and we add in Bird, and we add in we add those guys in, and they're still meshing with the bullpen. But then you got to piece it together because our starters are not giving enough length consistently lately. So it's just, and what I'm saying is all of this that we've gone through, it falls more on the players than it does on the manager. And the reason I say that is the manager cannot play for you while you're between the foul lines. He can do everything to set you guys up.
Right.
He can call your number in the bullpen, But I mean, you can a player can decide, hey, I'm not gonna bunt, even though the manager's telling me, I see the signal. A player could be like, yeah, I'm gonna bunt, and then pop it up. I mean, just so each individual player's gotta step up and say, hey, you know what? I haven't been helping the team as much as I should.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
but to your point though, one thing that is lacking between Boone and Judge, there's not much holding other players accountable. Jeter did it, but he also had Posada.
Yeah, no, I agree. We do have a note from Nitin Sports Rush. He's breaking some news. His team just booked Prince Fielder's son, Jaden Fielder, for their Jobber and the Mount show on Monday, August 18th at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time. He's in the Milwaukee Brewers minor league system. So kudos to the team again. Another great interview, courtesy of Nitin Sports Rush. Congratulations to the team. They're always coming through with everything. So Nitin, thumbs up to you and your team. Thank you so much. And of course, Nitin and the team has booked us, Lindsay Berra, on Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. And we're really, really looking forward to that. And she's got some surprises to say about things that are going on in the Yogi Berra Museum and what she's doing. She's an amazing person, works very hard, and a very successful one. So we're going to look forward to that, everyone. The link is out for that if you want to start asking your questions, and they'll already be in there. And I'm going from the top to the bottom. So if you have anything in mind and you're looking up Lindsay Berra, by all means do that and you'll get a head start. I will definitely get to as many questions and answers as I possibly can. Then the very next day, we have Caterina Michio on, who's a actress, a filmmaker, and a fantastic artist. And she's going to come on and tell us so many wonderful things that are going on with her with everything she's published, everything she's doing. So there's a lot of show here this week, everyone. It's going to be a lot of fun. I am so looking forward to both interviews, and I hope that everybody will be around to give this a big yay. I'm telling you, it's going to be great. Please subscribe to us at NY Yankee Mania. Don't forget always to push the like button. It takes 2 seconds, and to subscribe. It's for free. It's nothing. And we want to get that 22% that watches us each and every day, morning, noon, and night. At least come and subscribe. That's all we ask. So thank you, everyone, for what you're doing. Also for a nice big stream this afternoon. I know it's tough every time the Yankees lose, but we got to rah-rah them. And as of right now, they're still ahead in the play. It's amazing. It's amazing. They always find a way to stay ahead in one of the wild cards, as bad as everything is this year. So it's very, very, again, there's still 45 games to go. Can the Yankees turn it around? I think they can. But it's going to take a gel effort. It's going to take an effort from the coaches, the management, the players, the fans. This has got to be an all-out effort from everybody. But the thing is, the fans are rah-rahing the Yankees right now, and nothing is going through their heads. That's what I don't understand. You would think come on, let's have a meeting and let's do something about it, but nothing is happening, guys. Why? Did they give up on their manager? Did they give up on the season? Somebody explain something, because I'm baffled. I really am.
Judge said post game, we're getting paid to go out there and win. We're just not doing our job. So I mean, that's something from from the mouth of the captain.
Yeah, well, definitely.
Still on the field.
I think he's at the point of he really is trying not to trash other players, but I don't know. I think I'm pushing him because he's, you can tell he's frustrated.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Bronx Bomber corrected me. We have 44 games left.
They've got 44 games. Can they turn it around? Yes. Will they turn it around? That remains to be determined.
Yeah, because you don't see it. You don't see we finally have a good game, and then they pull a clinker. And
Well,
today, they had a chance to come back, but again, of course, they don't hit in the clutch.
it wasn't just that. It was just the way they looked. I mean, I had to go in and out because I was at work. Um, and I'm like watching it, and it was just like they didn't bother showing up. They were rushing. They were like they didn't want to be there. Like they had a hot date after the show. I mean, after the game.
Okay, here's a quote from Aaron Boone from Nitin. I wholeheartedly believe that we're going to get rolling and turn this thing around. When it does, then you start to really build the next layer of confidence. Now, what that means,
Yeah, okay. Sure.
what that means, I don't know.
Did he read? Did he open up a fortune cookie?
Yeah, really. I
I don't
wholeheartedly believe that we're going to get rolling and turn this thing around.
know.
You had 122 games to figure it out. You still can't figure it out. But you're saying to the fans, you're saying to the world that you believe it's all going to be turned around. This I got to see, man. This I got to see.
Guys, again, we're under 500 since the end of May. We're 20-31 since the middle of June. We're 2-8 in August. There's a month and a half left in the season. That's about 2.5 months between that stretch. How are we going to turn it around in like less than a month in that span? There's like a difference of a month. How are we going to turn that around?
And those numbers don't lie, everyone. They don't lie. It's right there. Like Boone says, it's right in front of us. It's right in front of us.
Also, though, the eye test, they don't even pass the eye test. I mean, sure, they're wearing pinstripes, but they come out like they don't really want to be there.
Yeah.
And that's just the way they're playing. I'm not trying to trash them or anything. I'm just saying from what I see as a fan watching the games, like they're not even trying to fight it. And then when they do try to fight, it's always too late.
It's too late. Exactly.
I mean, do we even need to turn it around? We're in the wild card. To their standards, that's good. So just keep playing the way you are. It's okay. Everything's fine. Just keep playing the way you are. Everything will be perfectly okay. Trust the process.
Now,
They just don't want the mob.
Do you believe that?
What?
I was saying they just don't want to be run out of town by the mob.
Oh God. No, I mean, I really hope not. To be honest with you, I don't want that. But I mean, really, I mean, come on.
I don't want it either. But man, the way people were frustrated and the way the team's playing is just so frustrating. Because I mean, they're getting paid millions of dollars to play a sport we all love.
Yeah, I agree. It's a like they say, it's a kid's game, man. It's a kid's game. And that I don't know how they're treating it. Are they treating it as a kid's game or not? I can't figure this out. I can't. I don't know. I am baffled. I am totally baffled.
I wish we could have an interview with Boone. Maybe we could pick his brain some, but even then,
no, he'll say that we don't matter. The fans don't matter. He'll say that our opinions don't. So it's okay.
He says that, right?
He does. Yep. On John Boy and Jake show, Talking Yanks.
And he said the fans don't matter.
Yeah, he said, I don't care what you want to John Boy. That's what he said.
Isn't that a little awkward, don't you think? I mean, really?
It is. It's not a good look at all.
Also a little disrespectful.
Yeah.
Jet, let's see what Jake has to say here. My family and I were going to one of the games a couple of weeks ago, and we didn't. The fans not going to the games the fans not going to the games will change things around. It's possible, but you know what? There's 45,000 in there every day. And I keep saying, you want to make a statement, you don't show up. You don't show up. I mean, those tickets are bought anyway. But so you make a statement. All right. But the thing is, you can't have it both ways. You're going to spend your money. You're not going to get your money back. So either you go or you lose your money, but you're making a statement to the New York Yankees. I don't know what the right thing is. And
then what would happen if the fans from the other teams show up more to Yankee Stadium than our own fans?
Well, we had that last year in the playoffs, in the World Series. The Dodgers had many thousands in the stands. We started seeing it when the Yankees started going down in the game. They kept quiet while the Yankees were ahead. The minute the Dodgers took the lead, there were thousands. There were thousands outside in the street, thousands of Dodger fans. So that I don't like, and I think it's 100% wrong. How did they get all these tickets? I'll never know. It's ridiculous. You know, I don't know. It really. Well, listen. Let's talk a little bit. Let's go a little bit further. The upcoming series against the Twins. What are your reactions, and what do you think about this upcoming series? Whoever wants to go first, go ahead.
Well, normally I'd say, I think we own them still, but the problem, the way we've been playing, if we're gonna keep playing like this, the Twins might very well reverse their problem against us. Because I mean, we've for the last 14 years.
Yep.
We've been like 100 and something and whatever.
Guys, I do have a newer update now. The Padres lead the Red Sox 6-2, top 8. The Mariners lead the Rays 6-3, end of 8. And the Blue Jays have just taken the lead on the Dodgers 4-3, bottom 8. So that is your update right now for Yankee land at this point. So I don't know, man.
But yeah, maybe this will be a great get right series against the Twins.
Hopefully.
George, you want to lay in on that?
Yeah, I mean, we just need consistent ABs. We need quality ABs, top to bottom. Matchups released for the Twin series. Yep. We know who we're facing on the mound.
Well, I know we got Rhode on.
In terms of the Twins, though, let me see if we got. So
we got Minnesota's going with Z Matthews.
Yeah, he's a righty
against Will Warren, and again another 5-point ERA.
Joe Ryan on Wednesday. So.
Yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday. There's nothing out yet.
Joe Ryan on Wednesday.
Oh, Joe! Oh, insane. Well, great.
So you really got to get ahead. You got to take advantage of the first 2 games. Chances are they might throw a lefty at us on Wednesday, which probably means you got Paulie G in the lineup because as bad as he's been in this recent stretch versus lefties, he absolutely crushes them. So the biggest thing I'll just say is Bryce has to have himself a game. Tomorrow they don't have an off day, right? They just go right into it tomorrow.
Right.
So tomorrow, Rice has to have himself a game. You got a righty on the mound. Dominguez has to get it going, man. He's been hot and cold a little bit, Dominguez. Even though I'm really high on him, he's got to get it going a little bit. Trent Grisham, keep doing your thing. If I ever get to meet you in person, I'm gonna give you a hug. You and Tim Hill for just being the Bulldogs you are this season, coming up when we need you most. Bellinger, get back on it. He's been on and off a little bit, so hopefully he can get back on that hot streak. A few guys just need to get right back to their old ways. I would like to see Ben Rice behind the plate 2 out of the 3 games to the series, maybe all 3, in case if they go 3 righties in a row, you might not see Austin Wells at all this series. I think it's crucial to get Rice reps. I mean, let me just check before I say have Rice go. all 3 games. Let me just. They chances are that we probably have one night game sprinkled in there. Oh, actually, no, they're all 7 o'clock games. So you don't have that day game into night game situation. So maybe you do see Rice because I just want the kid to get reps behind the plate. Maybe you give a scar and at bat here and there, but if Ben
Or I would-
Rice is going to be your catcher moving forward, just give him reps behind the plate.
I would do with Rodon. I think that's either Tuesday or Wednesday. I would have Escara because Rodon has the best numbers when Escara is catching him.
That's Wednesday, Rodon.
Okay.
Schlidler is a Thursday, and I don't think you want to pair Rice and Schlidler, two new guys. Schlidler, of course, is a rookie pitcher. Rice is someone new to catching at the major league level. But tomorrow
Yeah.
with Will Warren, I don't have a problem with throwing Rice out there.
No, I wouldn't have a problem with that. But yeah, I mean, I agree if we want to do it. But I mean, I'm just saying that the numbers that Escara or that Rodon has with Escara versus with Wells catching him.
Yeah.
No, Tuesday.
So I would do that, especially because I mean we got him for 10 days. At least give him one game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What they
no,
really need is a righty backup catcher. That's what they need.
Yeah.
They need a solid righty backup catcher just to hit the lefties because, I mean, Wells hasn't hit it all. He can't throw a runner out. His only good thing defensively is his framing, which is overhyped, which is going to go away once they get the automatic strike zone. Framing's going to be extinct. And if Wells can't hit, man, the problem is teams are just throwing out lefties out of the bullpen whenever Wells comes up, which is really hurting his game. So to have a righty backup catcher when you want to give guys like Rice days off, that would be huge. That should have been a target this trade.
Yeah.
Pick up a righty backup catcher.
Yeah, I don't.
I was asking for that all year.
But see, the other thing is that last year Wells was hitting off the, off the charts.
Especially second half.
Yeah, and then this whole year he's just been like, hitting off the cliff. I mean, just because I don't know what it is, but and he hasn't seemed to figured it out or adjusted to the changes that they've made. The league has made towards him, but maybe he needs to go back down to the minors and figure out something. But yeah, I mean, it's just hard to find. I don't know if we have a righty catcher in the system, and I don't know if there are many of them available. I know a lot of them are lefties.
We traded our righty catcher in the system, Flores.
Yeah.
And Rodriguez.
And then it's hard to find. It's even harder to find the switch hitting catchers.
Yeah.
Well,
Ultra
let's
Cowboy says it's like little by little we have to start thinking about the off season. Well, the only problem that we're still thinking is a possibility because they're still ahead, narrowly, but they're still ahead in that last wild card. So you really can't say bye-bye. You can't. If they fall 2, 3, 4 games behind, then you might be right. Yeah, then it is time. But as long as you're ahead, how can you give up? I mean, look at a team like the Mets. The Mets have lost what? How many in a row now? 7, 8?
7.
7. And they've lost and now they're what, 4 or 5 games out?
5.5.
5.5 out. And they're still in the wild card, maybe by a game and a half?
Game and a half over the Reds. Yep.
Okay. Well, I seriously think they could beat out the Reds. Now they got Atlanta coming in to Citi Field tomorrow, and we all know that Atlanta's not been good all year. We know that. So there is a possibility that they're gonna whitewash over Atlanta tomorrow, but still that doesn't cause the change of what's going on. New York baseball is just obsolete right now. It stinks. It really does.
Yeah. But I gotta go and start getting ready for
Yeah,
work
no,
tonight.
thanks for coming on. Yeah, we're not going to be on too much longer, but thank you so much. And hope to, now that your work schedule, hope to see you here a little bit more, and let us know what's going on for this week. Okay, Sean?
All right, we'll do.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. Safe night at work.
All right, thanks.
Take care. All right, guys. So, what haven't we said? What can we say that we already haven't said, guys?
Well, let me just give my thoughts on this Twin series.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, they have nothing to lose here, and they can possibly capitalize on some of the things that the Yankees aren't good at, like stealing bases, just making contact, putting the ball in play. So that scares me a little bit. They do have some exciting young players, but we have to capitalize on their pitching. Like today, we didn't do that at all against a no-name, and against the Twins, we're gonna have to do that. So I don't know what's gonna have to happen, but like what we've been saying, consistent lineups, playing good baseball, fundamental baseball. If that doesn't happen, we're not going to beat anybody. It doesn't matter who it is.
George, how do you feel?
I mean, I think this is a solid team talent wise. I think they just got to put it together. Again, I think it starts at the core, which is Aaron Boone. Accountability is something this team really, really, really needs. Like you said, Joe, still holding on, head still above water. We still got a postseason berth if the season ended today. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, we know this team shouldn't be playing like a third place wild card team. But you get what you get. You don't get upset. Obviously, I see some people saying we should check out for the season. But if you're in the playoffs, if you're in a playoff spot, it might not be the spot you hope to be in. But if you're in it, you're going to play to win it. That's got to be the bottom line. If you're going to, even if you make the playoffs at the end of the year as a wild card spot, even if you're the last wild card team, you still got to play to win it. You can't just check out when you're in a playoff spot. Maybe if we fall like 5 games out of the wild card, which would be terrible, it would be terrible. But if you are in that situation, do whatever you want. Have Spencer Jones play every day and all that. Have Lampard up for all I care. But if you're still competitive, if you're still in a playoff spot, I want my team playing to get a championship. Will it happen? Most likely not. But man, if you're in there, if you're a playoff team, I want you to play for the playoffs. That's all I want. I don't want giving up now. I don't want anyone to give up now. I don't want anyone checking out right now. If you're in that spot, you got to play like it. You got to have that mentality, that mindset, because you're still in it. I don't know why people are getting so upset. You're still in it. So just play like it, man. You just got to get it going.
Right. That's the best thoughts we could have. We're still in it, and you just can't give up. I mean, it seems like they're giving up, and the fans feel like they're giving up, but they're not giving up. It's just wait and see attitude, and it really stinks. We're going to go a couple of minutes with NR Media, Nitin, to come up and talk for a few minutes with us. Nitin?
Yo, what's up,
Hey,
Joe,
hey,
Evan, and George? What's up, everyone?
How's
in the
it
chat?
going, man?
Remember the year when we brought up Judge and Austin and all and Sanchez?
Yes.
And they competed towards the end, but they unfortunately missed that year in the playoffs. But the Yankees have to think like that. I think if the fans want the young players and they still have to they're right in there. They're right in there. They're tied for the third wild card spot with the Guardians, I think. And they're still in it.
Half game up.
We're half the game up.
Half a game up, yeah. Like what they did that year when they brought up the young players, they still competed. You still have to compete. You cannot just give up. And I think they have to. It's on the players. They got to play better. And obviously there are some positives today, which is good to see. But they have to start playing better as a team. 45 games left, so that's they gotta stay locked in and focus and start winning games.
Yeah. Good.
And obviously they're not going to win the division, so they got to focus on the third wild card or second wild card first wild card. So let's see what happens there. But yeah, starting tomorrow against the Twins. I mean, Twins are. I mean, we have the Twins number. That's what we have. But the Twins, you never know. The Twins are a good baseball team, and they have good pitchers too. So the Yankees have to play their own game, and hopefully we can turn it around tomorrow at home.
Wow. Yeah, I mean they should, but they're just not. They're not doing anything. They're going through the motions. They're going through everything. Victor's giving us an update. Clement just went deep. So after the tie score 4-4, now Toronto leads the Dodgers 5-4 as they're still playing the top of the ninth. So, but again, it's not the worrisomeness of Toronto. It's the other teams that we've got to make sure we're either the second wild card, the first wild card. What are we? And we like Boone says, it's right there. Well, you're gonna have the Red Sox.
I'm tired of what Boone is saying. I think it's everybody's fed up, and I don't know if you guys saw. I sent you guys a picture that Foul Territory posted. Someone else put a photo there with the fans with the brown paper bag on their head.
Yeah, I saw that.
Boone is a buffoon. It says on the bag. So the fans are fed up, and something needs to change. So I'm tired. Whatever Boone says doesn't mean anything. So you gotta. And I mean, Clint Frazier. Speaking of Clint Frazier, man, he is He's been active on social media, and he's been tweeting away. This guy is crazy, and now he's talking on social, which is crazy. But
he should still start playing. He's still young. I don't even know if he hit 30 yet.
No, I don't know.
But hey, listen. Again, it is what it is. We have another full week of games coming up. A few more weeks to go. I don't know if it's torture for people or just remember there's only a few weeks left in baseball, and then we got to wait a long winter before the February tribulations again, guys.
Yeah.
So we better enjoy what we have. I hate to say in front of us because that's Boone's words, but enjoy what we have and rah the Yankees because you want them to go as far into October, into that little November sighting as quickly. Whatever they can do, let's rah them. We have to. So let's go with that. But it's just hard. It's hard to get into because every night it's the same thing. We're talking the same way, the same everything, and there's nothing different. It's just nothing different. It's the only Yankee drama. That's all. It's this, and this, and it should be better. It really should be better.
The national one. Who do you want for Spencer then? What's the? Why give up on Spencer? What do you want for Spencer?
Joe, I am gonna have to hop off right now.
Yeah, no problem. All right. Will we see you this week, big guy?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll see you for post games.
Mm-hmm.
All right, George. Thank you so. Oh, and we will see you on Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right. So we'll see you then, and have a good one. All right. Couple more minutes, guys. Evan, you want to give some thoughts? Your final thoughts?
Yeah, let's not lose the series to the Twins, please. Yeah, I think just have to play good baseball. We've shown that we can, and we've shown that we haven't. So let's bring out the good Yankees this week. And then we go to St. Louis. But we can't look too far ahead. Let's focus on ourselves.
Evan, while you're on, you want to tell everybody what's new for Wednesday with us?
Sure.
Wednesday night?
So Wednesday night, I will be doing the play-by-play with Joe. I will be the commentator. Joe will be the analyst.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really looking forward to it. It's my first opportunity coming on here, doing a play-by-play live of the Yankees. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Joe.
Shout out to Evan. Come on, Evan.
And, yeah, we're going to really see how this goes. But I'm excited, looking forward to it, and hopefully the Yankees win.
Yeah, and you also have another game upcoming. You have the Sunday game.
Sunday game and then the Wednesday one.
That Ken the Ugly Truth was gracious to give us while he's doing a few other things that he needs to do family-wise. and that's really really nice of him, and we thank him so much. So it should be a lot of fun. What a week this week, guys! Evan's going to make his debut with calling the plays. Lindsay Berra's coming on. Katerina Michio's coming on. We'll be here. Hopefully, everything is good. So it's going to be it's a really, really good week, a really big week for NY Yankee Mania. Please subscribe. Please press the like button as you're going out. Just subscribe. It'll take you 1 second. You'll get every notification, and the like button is just as important. So, I just want to get that out to you. Nitin, some words from you before we go.
Well, I'm not giving up the season, and I still have confidence to do. Like I said, they have to play better. And Richard, to answer your question, it's on the players. It's on the players. So, and also something needs to change in the analytic department. That's another issue there. So, and Boone, like I said, I don't care what Boone says. It's the same exact thing. It's really starting to get annoying. So,
repetitions,
yeah. So they got. I mean, hopefully tomorrow. Who's pitching for us tomorrow?
We got Warren.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So the like I said, the theme for the Yankees is the starters cannot go over 5. They have to start going 5 innings plus to. Like Max Fried, like today, I don't know what happened today. His command just fell off, but these starters that are not doing their job, they got to start doing their job. So
they got to go through the 5th inning. My God!
And in the playoffs, you need that. And actually, to be honest, this is not a playoff rotation. And I don't have I don't know. All of a sudden, Max Fried has been inconsistent in his last few starts, and that has to be a concern. But Will Warren, I hope he goes for plus 5 innings. But that needs to be the goal. They need to start going plus 5+ innings.
Yep, totally agree. Well, we'll do this all again, folks, tomorrow morning at 8:30 with coffee, bagels, French toast, eggs, anything you want. My Lavazza coffee, and we'll dissect a little bit more of the game, finish off the scoreboard, and talk about the upcoming Twins season, and talk a little bit more about the fantastic guest list that we have for NY Yankee Mania this week. And it's really going to be a great week, and I'm really looking forward to it. So please, by all means, subscribe as you're going out or coming in, whatever you're doing, looking at our videos, and press the like button. I think you'll really enjoy it. Also, don't forget Jabber in the Mouth, which has a show tomorrow night at 7:30. And we also have Ken, the Ugly Truth, who's going to be doing the play-by-play game.
Hurt? Wait, who's hurt?
Who was that?
Jake said someone's hurt. I don't know what.
I think he's still.
I don't know. Oh, I think he's still hurt. Oh, probably for Judge, because it doesn't look like he's really letting it all out right now. So I think he's talking about Judge. So, but we'll see, everyone. We'll see you at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, Sunday night. Still nice and early enough. Go make a nice barbecue, whatever you want to do. It'll be great with the family. Stay well, everyone. God bless you all. God bless America. And let's go Yankees. We will see you tomorrow morning at 8:30 sharp. Good night, everyone.
See you guys.